Chebukati raised more questions with the CEO of the Commission, Mr. Ezra Chiloba, in a memo which he wrote to him. Then officials proceeded to a retreat and declared unity and readiness to conduct another election. Otherwise, all the individuals and institutions that perpetrated the illegalities and irregularities remain in place, claiming readiness to conduct another election. The French firms Safran and Mofo that supplied the kits for the failed elections, after being single-sourced, now claims to have audited itself away from the eyes of the complainants and the Kenyan public and given itself a clean bill of health. As it declares itself clean and ready for another election, the IBC's own FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol, server logs shows that 3,500 attempts to penetrate the system by unauthorized users prior to the election. The IBC's own server logs demonstrate an unauthorized user using personal email account dkchirchir@gmail.com to access the server, contrary to IBC's own ICT user policy. Safran seconded staff to assist the IBC here in Nairobi with full access to the system. What did those staff do when they noticed this violation? Either they did nothing or aided the illegality. Rogue users aside, did Safran take note of rogue activities by authorized users? For example, the user wchebukati@ibc.org.ke was supposed to have read-only privileges on the system as a national user. Why could his profile delete files, that is Forms 34A and 34B, from the FTP server? Who granted these privileges, and what did Safran do when they noted this violation? Either they did nothing or aided the violation. Safran's complicity in this fraud extends beyond just hacking, but willfully allowing gross violations of the IBC ICT user policy. Does Safran deny that only 2 out of the 40,883 KIEMS kits transmitted data for the entire election? Only 2 out of 40,883 did transmit data. This is also in the IBC logs. As a professional firm in the business of conducting elections, aren't they culpable if they stand by as their system is grossly abused with their full knowledge and input? Yet, as things stand today, the firms are preparing for business as usual in a fresh election. Another single-source firm, Al Ghurair Printing and Publishing, whose track record of supplying ballot papers in nearly all elections in Africa, where the will of the people has been manipulated and overthrown, is on standby again, ready to print ballot papers. When the IBC chairman raised questions with Mr. Chiloba, including why his Chebukati's account was created and used to undertake 9,934 transactions in the IBC server without his knowledge and consent, why 595 polling stations failed to send any presidential results, while 682 polling stations had identical numbers of rejected votes, we heard from the Deputy President that Chiloba had answered. From the Deputy President. Neither NASA nor the Kenyan public knows that Chiloba had responded. Only Jubilee knows. This is disturbing, but easy to understand. IEBC and Jubilee are partners in crime. The two need each other. If Jubilee is in power, it will protect the co-conspirators and fraudsters in the IEBC. Those IEBC officials have every reason to protect Jubilee as their only source of protection. The murder of Chris Musando, who was IEBC's IT director, is a cold-hearted crime that goes very high up. IEBC and Jubilee are partners in this murder. The question that follows naturally is, why should Kenyans trust these individuals and institutions with another election? Is it because the IEBC officials went on a retreat and buried their hatchets? Is it because Safran supposedly conducted an audit and declared itself clean? Is it because Ezra Chiloba provided the answers and handed them over to Mr. William Ruto? Is it because Al Ghurair has now committed to transparent engagement with the people of Kenya? Are we counting on the very institutions and individuals who participated in a coup against the people of Kenya and tried to install a defeated candidate as a winner to ensure an accountable, counting, tallying, transmission, and transparency of results? Our answer is no. IEBC, as currently constituted, together with the institutions that conducted the August elections, cannot conduct a free and fair elections in October. It is not in their interest to do so. And so today, we launch our campaign against any elections held by the IEBC as currently constituted. We shall go around the country sensitizing people about our case against elections by the IEBC. We shall sensitize our people about the reforms that must take place before they can be called to another election. As the opposition, we have instituted reforms to the election process before. We shall do it again. That is our focus and our goal. Because we instituted the use of technology in our elections, we were able to catch the thieves and fraudsters this time. That made Kenya the first country in Africa and the fourth in the world to have a presidential election declared invalid, null and void, due to illegalities and irregularities in the electoral process. We are the people who will end electoral fraud in Africa. We will be the team that will uproot the evil of sham elections with a predetermined outcome. That is our focus in October and beyond, not another sham election. We are alive to the fact that institutions can't reform when they are led by the people opposed to reforms. And so we restate, officers who facilitated the display of figures purporting them to be the results, but which at the Supreme Court hearing were disowned by the Commission as mere statistics, must get out of the way. That is where the reform at the IEBC will begin. 1. Abdi Guliye. 2. Molu Boya. 3. Ezra Chiloba. 4. Marijan Hussein Marijan. 5. Betty Nyabuto. 6. James Muhati. 7. Immaculate Kasait. 8. Praxides Torrey. 9. Moses Kipkosgei. 10. Sydney Namlungu, in charge of Kisii County, where fake forms were used to declare results. 11. Nancy Kariuki, in charge of Mombasa County, where fake forms were used to declare results. 12. Silas Rotich, in charge of Nakuru County, where fake forms were used to declare results. Kenyans are coming for you. Salvage what you can and run. There will be no election without you, with you in office. This is from NASA principles. Thank you. Kwa mukhtasari wa Kiswahili, sisi kama wananasa leo tumesema ati kwa sababu gani wa Kenya wawe na imani kwa tume ya uchaguzi, yani IBC, kuandaa uchaguzi mwingine. Na tumeeneza hapa kinagaubaga yale ambayo yalitendeka katika uchaguzi uliopita, pale ambayo yule ambaye alishindwa akatangazwa atiende mshindi. Tulionyesha dhahiri shairi katika kesi tulipeleka mahakamani ati kulikuwa na njama ya kuiba kura, mpango ambayo ilipangwa kwa muda mrefu zaidi na maafisa ndani ya IBC. Tumeonyesha vile vile ati kuma kampuni ambayo ilipewa kandarasi ya kuleta mtandao ya kielektroniki ili kusajili watu na vile vile kutambua watu katika vituo vya kupiga kura na kurusha matokeo hadi kituo ya kujumlisha kura katika sehemu wakilishi bungeni na ya kitaifa, ilihusika na kashfa ya wizi wa kura. Ati watu ambaye hawana idhini au ruhusa ya kuingia katika hesabu zao walipata njia kupitia kwa dirisha na wakajaribu kubadilisha na kubatilisha matokeo ya uchaguzi. Mwenyekiti wa tume mwenyewe Bwana Chebukati aliandika barua kwa mkurugenzi Bwana Cheloba akiuliza maswali 12 ambaye mpaka wakati huu jawabu hajapatikana. Tumesema vile vile ile kampuni ambayo ilipewa kandarasi ya kuchapisha kura na vile vile zile fomu ambazo zilikuwa zinatumika katika vituo vya kupiga kura na pale ya kuhesabu kura, vile vile hawakufanya kazi yao sawa sawa. Kulikuwa kuna fomu ya bandia ambayo zilichapishwa na kampuni moja hapa Nairobi ambayo ilitumika kujaza matokeo ya kibandia ya uchaguzi uliopita. Kwa hivyo tumeonyesha ya kwamba kulikuwa na njama kubwa, wale ambao walihusika wanajulikana. Na sasa badala ya wao kuwajibika na kujibu swala nyeti ambayo imeulizwa, tunaambiwa ati tume ilienda kwa warsha Naivasha na wakakaa kule siku 2-3. Kutoka kule tukaambia sasa wameungana pamoja, sasa wako tayari kuandaa uchaguzi mwingine. Hawajajibu yale maswali ambayo yameulizwa, hawajatueleza marekebisho ambayo yamefanyika. Ile kampuni ya Kifaransa ambayo inaitwa Safran Mof natuambia wamefanya ukaguzi wao wenyewe, wamejikagua wenyewe na wakatuambia ati sasa wamejipata wako usafi na wako tayari kwa uchaguzi mpya. tunasema mwizi hawezi kujishtaki mwenyewe au kufanya ukaguzi yeye mwenyewe. Kwa hivyo tunasema yale yote ni maneno ambayo hazina msingi. Tumesema tume ya IEBC wakati huu inaonekana haiko tayari kufanya uchaguzi. Tumeambiwa na Bwana Ruto hadi Bwana Chiloba amejibu Bwana Chebukati. Vile Bwana Ruto anapata majibu au jawabu ya Chiloba kabla Chebukati hajatueleza hatujui. Lakini tumesema IEBC na Jubilee wako kwenye ushirika. Ni mashirika kwa mambo ya wizi ya kura. Yaani wanataka Jubilee ingie ili ndio waweze kutetea wale ambao walihusika na njama ya kuiba kura. Kwa hivyo sisi tumesema leo hii tunatangaza ya kwamba tutaanza kampeni ya uchaguzi bora. Yale ambayo tunataka ni kuona kama kuna uchaguzi bora. Sisi hatujasema tunataka kususia uchaguzi. Allah. Tumesema Wakenya hawezi kuvumilia tena uchaguzi ambaye haijatengenezwa kulingana na mujibu wa sheria na katiba wa taifa letu. Itakuwa ni uharibifu ya pesa ya umma kama tunakubali kwenda kwa kura tena. Tunaambiwa ati sasa sijui bilioni 12. Jana tulisikia Bwana Rotich anasema ati mpaka hiyo 15 kufanya uchaguzi wa rais katika taifa letu. Kwetu kama wananasa hatuoni kama tunaweza kupitisha bilioni 3. Ni kitu gani ambayo nataka kutumia ndio kaenda mpaka bilioni 15? Hiyo ni njama tena ya Jubilee kuiba pesa ya Wakenya, ya ushuru wa Kenya. Ati bilioni 15 unasikia pale ati mambo ya usalama milioni 800 na kitu kwa siku moja. Ati mshahara ya wale ambao watahusika bilioni 2 na laki 3. Mshahara ya watu tu kukaa siku 2 ya kufanya uchaguzi na kuchapisha. Hii yote ni njama tu ya kuiba pesa ya Wakenya. Sisi tuko tayari. Kwa hivyo sisi tumesema kama ni hayo ni mbaya. Hatuendi kwa uchaguzi. Tumesema sisi haturudi tena Misri. Tunaenda Kanani. Tunataka kuwa wale ambaye watakuwa wameleta mabadiliko ya kiuchaguzi katika bara yote ya Afrika. Maana yake uchaguzi ya bandia kama ile ambayo imefanyika hapa Kenya imefanyika katika nchi mingi katika bara letu ya Afrika. Na mara nyingine wanasema tu sahau, endelea mbele. Forget and move on. Tumesema mara hii hatuendi mbele na hatusahau. Tunakaa hapa mpaka mabadiliko sahihi ipatikane. Ili saa ile tutaenda kwa uchaguzi, kila Mkenya ambaye ametoa kura yake, hiyo kura itahesabika. Sio Wakenya wavumilie jua, wavumilie mvua kwenye mstari, kile mwishowe kompyuta hapa Nairobi ndio inafanya uchaguzi. Itakuwa ndio mwisho wa vifaranga vya kompyuta. Hiyo ndio msomo wetu kama wana NASA. Shukran.
Thank you so very much. My name is Enoch Sikoli. Now, looking from your statement, given that you mentioned that a server by the title D is something cheap, that one, from the look of things, it's a username for one Davis Chichi. And given that the reports that were released earlier, are you trying to imply that Jubilee were or had access to the server both from outside and inside the commission? Then number two, we are looking at 1 month to election, exactly 1 month from today to the repeat presidential election that was gazetted by IEBC. Now, you're talking about Safran Mofo. I've read today about an indictment over the company in Nigeria for handling, for bribing officials in Nigeria. But are we looking at having another company to bring in kids just 1 month to election?
First, the username DK Chirchir. gmail.com. As you know, he's not an official of IBC. He was the presidential agent, chief agent, president agent of Jubilee. Now you ask yourself, how? And this is not from us. These are from the logs which were given to us by the IBC themselves. That's why we got this information. And it is contained in the report by the registrar of the High Court that this name, this username was used to hack in and alter results. In fact, they started posting results on the 7th of August. So they started voting one day before Kenyans woke up to go and vote. Okay? So that is how bad the situation is. Okay? With regard to the ICT company, you've said that you've given evidence, and a lot of evidence which is available now. Because you remember, the Supreme Court gave an order to allow us access to the server so that we could read and record what was in the server. They themselves defied that order. They are now guilty of the contempt of the court. They refused to allow that to happen. You ask yourself, what were they hiding? Why were they not allowing us access to the servers? If indeed they were clean. Now they are telling us that they have audited themselves. They found that there was no hacking. How was Mr. Chirchir's password used? And this is information which they gave us themselves. Under what circumstances was Mr. Chirchir allowed to post results in their system? So they are not being transparent. That's why we are telling them that we are not going to accept them as the ICT provider. Therefore, the inference is very clear. We are talking about having another company provide the ICT infrastructure. And there are many. You know, there was a tender. The number of companies. What happened was that they nullified the tender and then single-sourced this Saffron Morpho. You need to know, we also have information of the link between this Saffron Morpho and the senior officials of Jubilee.
The local partners. Yeah.
The local partners. You know how commissions have been paid through a legal company in town to some officials in the IBC and also the Jubilee officials.
So are you trying to say that there could be a probability of bribes exchanging hands?
Certainly. Certainly, not probability.
By the way, it's also very useful information you have given us about the fact that they are cited in Nigeria for improprieties.
Yes.
That confirms our case.
Goes.
So to some extent, for me, I see we are now taking, and maybe I've often said that Jubilee is partner with IBC. So to some extent, it is like we are taking a order to arrest Hassan. So if at all the advance are not going to end after 60 days and they have stopped.
But on that one, known as straightforward, the DPP is an independent office. So when we say arrest the culprits, we are not telling Jubilee government to arrest. We are telling Tobacco to move in swiftly and make the arrests. It's in the category of independent constitutional officers. Yeah.
My name is David Mwere from New Nation. I just wanted to know, there are quite a number of our commissioners within IBC have come out to claim that their lives are in danger, and one of these is Apoche. Do you think some of the commissioners have been profiled, those who are thought to be independent?
We said sometimes last week that there was blackmail or intimidation but with regard to the chairman. Remember, the security of the chairman had been withdrawn last week, and we said it was amounting to blackmail or a threat. So I'm not surprised that this is happening to also other members of the commission. This is Jubilee's tactics all the times to do blackmailing, withdrawing security, withdrawing privileges which are given to people so that you can toe the line. Like right now, they have been blackmailing the judiciary. This so-called petition to impeach the Chief Justice is nothing but blackmail. Because you can see the day he presented that petition in the Supreme Court, he was then waiting for the president at Wilson Airport, and they've traveled in the same aircraft, the president to Nyeri to go and open the agricultural show. And then a day later, the president now is asking him to withdraw it. So that was not a Wambugu petition. That was an Uhuru petition that he was using to intimidate the judiciary. This is very